Alright everybody, so there's been some pretty decent news this past week, so I kind of feel the need to talk about it. TitanFall 2 had a single player campaign trailer drop and it looks awesome. Now, if you played the original, you know that the movement mechanics are awesome. You know that the shooting mechanics are superb. So throwing that into a single player campaign could be really fun. Now, people are saying it's more like Half-Life 2 rather than a COD campaign. And I think what they mean by that is a COD campaign is basically throwing you into a situation where you have to clear a room filled with enemies and then move to the next area that's filled with enemies and do the same thing over and over again. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just that Half-Life 2, however, you're thrown into a situation, you have a wide variety of game mechanics to use to solve it, be it puzzles, platforming, or shooting. So, done right, that could be fantastic. Now, the Xbox One wins NPD July. The 1 month most people thought they wouldn't win. Why would they win? Because the S was out this month, so you would think that most people would just wait. But if you think about it, with the sales going on, people that already have PlayStations or people that just wanted to move on up from the Xbox 360 saw an opportunity to jump into the ecosystem at a cheap price. So they went out and got an Xbox One, great games coming up, and already has great games, Quantum Breakout and Halo 5 and whatnot. So it kind of makes sense. So good on Microsoft, the surely coming back. Now,
I responded with trooper fire.
Halo Wars 2 beta.
MIA.
It was fun, but it had its issues, and it looks like they're addressing every single issue. It came out with an update this week telling us what's going to be in the final game, and this is basically the rundown of what's happening. So, leader powers, as well adversed as I am in Halo Wars, I never used leader powers. I either forgot that they even existed,
Only thinks it might be the local
or just couldn't be bothered to use them. So it looks like they're going to explain to players basically what's the advantages of using leader powers. And resources, early on, when you start a match in Halo Wars 2, small units and buildings required way too many resources early on. So you're going to basically scale that back a bit so it's more manageable. And basically the best thing, and RTS fans will love this news, they're raising the number of units you can have on screen. The unit cap on the beta was 60, I believe, and the number one complaint is that we want more units. If you play an RTS game, you just want a shit ton of units on screen. And it looks like they're going to do that in the final game. So, Halo Wars 2 is going to be freaking awesome. Now, the final piece of news is that Microsoft purchased Beam. What is Beam, you might ask? Now, I had to even ask. It's a live streaming service, a lot like Twitch. Now, I personally can't watch Twitch streams in my house. My internet is too spotty, it goes up and down all the time. However, Beam, I don't know what kind of compression they're using, but I could get HD signal instantly. Had no issues watching any streams. And basically, the benefits for Beam is that low latency, it's next to non-existent, and you can interact with the player in the game with various options, and that's pretty cool. But they haven't got an app on the Xbox One yet, and I think they will at this point. I'm guessing within 6 months we'll have an app on Xbox One so we can stream straight from the box rather than buying a capture card. And that's pretty much it for this past week. There hasn't been much, but that news in itself was enough to talk about. So, till next time, I'm out. Like and subscribe. Have a good one.